Hi everyone, I'm Emily and today we have a Vinyasa flow for your heart. So come onto your mat and we'll get started. Come into a seated position on your knees. So we'll be sitting on our heels. And if your knees are causing you any issues today, you can feel free to sit on the ground or maybe place a pillow underneath your knees. We'll close our eyes here and bring our right palm to our belly and left palm to the heart. Close your eyes here. Feel your hand rise and fall with every inhalation and exhalation. Feel your heartbeat under your left palm. Just consider what might be happening in your emotional body today. A lot of times when we think of heart health, we think of the cardiovascular system and strengthening the heart that way, but it's easy to forget the weight that our heart carries emotionally. So whatever comes up today, just allow it to be there. If you're feeling happy, let your happiness out. If you're feeling sadness, let your sadness out. Let your heart feel open and allow your body to move in a way that makes your heart feel happy. Inhale to drop your palms to your knees, looking over the right shoulder, dropping the chin over the right shoulder. Just a gentle twist in the neck. Inhale to center, exhale, twist to the left. You can continue these motions, moving with your breath, not causing any tension in the neck, just waking up the left and right sides of the neck. Inhale, come back to center, and we'll rise our shoulders up to our ears and exhale to drop them back behind us, just drawing circles forward, up, and back with our shoulders. Waking up the shoulder blades and the shoulder sockets. On the inhale, you draw your shoulders up to your ears, and on the exhale, back behind you. Just moving with your breath. You can reverse your circle when you're ready. Moving with your breath. Giving a nice stretch to your back muscles. Inhale to come back to neutral. We'll raise our arms up to the ceiling. Elongate your spine. Feel your vertebrae separating from each other. You can look between your hands. Inhale to twist to the right, dropping your right palm to the ground behind you and placing your left palm on your right knee. You can look over your right shoulder. Gentle twist in the spine. Release any tension in your back. Inhale to come back up to center, stretch up. And exhale, dropping the left palm down behind you this time for a twist to the left. Looking over the left shoulder. gentle in the back of the body. Inhale to come back up with the arms, and exhale to release your palms to your knees. We'll go into a cat-cow variation from this seated position. So inhale to send your shoulders back, your chest forward, and lift your forehead to the sky for your cow. Exhale to round in the spine, sending your shoulders forward, your head forward, and your chin down to your chest. Inhale for cow, head up to the ceiling, shoulders back, chest forward to create an arch in the spine. And exhale to send the spine backwards, the shoulders forward, and the chin to the chest. Do 2 more movements with your breath. Inhale to come up with the head. Exhale to round in the spine for cat. And inhale, coming to neutral. We'll come up onto our knees to curl our toes underneath, then come back to sit on your heels. This is giving a stretch in the toes and in the feet. We won't be here for long if this is uncomfortable. Inhale and exhale to place your palms on the mat, lifting your knees off the ground. We'll come into a supported toe stand. If you're feeling balance, you can maybe lift your hands off of the ground onto your knees or bring them to heart center. Hold here, find a focal point, and on the inhale, we're going to engage our core to press up to standing, keeping the heels raised if possible. Exhale to drop the heels down for your mountain pose, Tadasana. Bring your palms to your side. Tuck your tailbone under. Send your shoulders back. Chest is out. You're standing in a strong mountain pose here, a power pose. Close your eyes. Feel the ground supporting you underneath of you. Take a breath. Exhale out of your mouth. One more time. Inhale through your nose. And exhale to release it out of your mouth. Inhale to lift your palms to the sky above your head. And exhale to forward fold. Bend your knees a lot here. Inhale to halfway lift. You can place your palms on your quads, on your shins, or on the ground as long as your neck is an extension of your spine. Exhale to fold and plant your palms, stepping your right foot back and then your left foot back into plank. Or you can drop your knees to the ground for a low plank. Inhale, exhale to drop yourself down to the ground, slowly lowering. Inhale to press up into baby cobra. Your palms are next to your rib cage. You're looking at the ground in front of you. Shoulders are reaching the back of the room. Inhale to release down. Exhale to press back up into your plank or half plank. And then back to downward dog. Pedal your feet here. Inhale to look forward, bringing your right foot between your hands, followed by the left foot. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. Inhale, raising all the way up with your hands to the ceiling. And exhale, release your palms down by your side for Tadasana. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, send your arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees. Inhale to halfway lift, palms at the shins, spine straight. Exhale to release your palms, stepping the left foot back, then the right foot back for high plank. You can also drop your knees for low plank. Hold your plank here. And we're going to slowly lower down on my count. So inhale, exhale to lower in 5, 4, keeping your arms in, 3, 2, 1, release down. Rest your head on the ground. Inhale for baby cobra, or you can press up into cobra. If you're in cobra, keep your hip points on the mat. Your hands are in front of you, your elbows are slightly bent. Exhale to release. Inhale to press back up into plank or half plank. And exhale, send it back to downward facing dog. When we're in down dog, we want our hands to be clawing into the yoga mat. So we should feel some weight in our fingertips. You're pressing away from the yoga mat so that there's space between your shoulders and your ears. Let's create some space for the hamstrings here by bending our knees, allowing the heels to lift off of the yoga mat. Don't feel like you have to crank your heels down to the ground here. The goal is to lift your hips up to the sky before sending your heels to the mat. So you're pressing into the mat with your hands. Your arms are pushing you away to create space in your ears, between your ears and your shoulders. Your hips are shooting up to the sky. Your knees are bent, and if you feel flexibility in your hamstrings, you can straighten your legs to try and drop your heels down to the ground. Very nice. Pedal your feet here. Exhale to drop down into extended child's pose. So your knees are as wide as your yoga mat. Send your arms out in front of you. Breathe deeply into your belly. Feel your heartbeat. Allow your body to sink into the earth. Feel the support of the ground underneath of you. And inhale to press yourself back up into downward facing dog. We're going to lift our right leg up to the sky. So my hips are square here. We're not opening the hips. The toes of the right foot are pointing down. We're keeping equal weight in the right and left hand. Hold here. Inhale to step your right foot between your hands. Align your foot, your back foot for warrior one, so your heels are in a same line. The toes of your left foot are pointing towards the left corner of your mat. Bending your front knee so that it is in a line with your right ankle. Inhale to engage your core, to raise your arms above your head to warrior one. Drop your arms to bend your elbows for cactus arms instead of the traditional arms here. Inhale. Exhale to drop your arms down to grab opposite elbows behind your back. Straighten your front leg. Inhale to open your chest wide, and exhale to hinge from your hips and forward fold over your right leg. Feeling a deep stretch in your right hamstring, the side of your body. Your heart is open here. Engaging your core to protect your back. Inhale to come up, release your arms back up to the sky. Exhale to bend your knee, painting your hands down to frame your right foot. Exhale to step your right foot back into plank, dropping your knees down for half plank or staying up in plank, and we'll flow here. So coming forward onto your toes. If you're in high plank, bend your elbows down to chaturanga and inhale to cobra or upward facing dog. So if you're in upward facing dog, your knees are off the ground, your elbows are straight. If you're in cobra, your hip points are on the ground, your elbows are slightly bent. If you're in baby cobra, your hands are by your rib cage. Inhale to release down. Exhale to press up and back into downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale to reset. This time, inhale to lift your left leg up to the sky for three-legged dog. Your hips are square. Your toes of your left foot are pointing down to the mat. Pressing away from the mat with your hands. Inhale to step your left foot between your palms, dropping your right heel for warrior one alignment. So the heels are in a same line. Your right toes are pointing towards the right corner of your mat. Inhale to lift yourself up to warrior one. Exhale to drop your arms for cactus arms. Hold here. Feel the strength in your left quad. Feel your heels reaching towards each other to create activity in the quads. Inhale to drop your hands behind your back to grab opposite elbows. Exhale to straighten your left leg and forward fold over your left leg. Feeling the deep stretch in your left hamstring. Separate your ears from your shoulders so you're not scrunching your shoulders up to your ears here. You're creating space in your chest by pressing your shoulders to the back of your mat. Inhale to come up, release your arms back to warrior one. Exhale to bend your knee and frame your hands next to your left foot. Step your left foot back to plank. Either drop your knees down or take chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale here to reset. Maybe find some stillness in your downward dog this time. Notice the difference in your heartbeat. What happens when we create movement? How does your heart react? Take a few more cleansing breaths here. This time we're going to speed it up a little bit and move with our breath. So trying to link one movement with one breath. Inhale to raise your right foot for three-legged dog. Exhale to send your foot forward between your hands. Inhale to come up into warrior one. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale to wrap your arms behind your back. Exhale to straighten your right leg and forward fold. Inhale to come up. Release your arms. Exhale to paint your hands down by your feet. Inhale to step back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. Inhale to lift your left foot for three-legged dog. Exhale to step it between your hands. Inhale to come up to warrior one. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, wrap your arms behind your back. Exhale, straighten your left leg and forward fold. Inhale to come back up. Release your arms to warrior one. Exhale, paint your hands next to your feet, left foot. Inhale, step back to plank or half plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Very nice. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Do one more. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale to look forward and either walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to raise up to standing Tadasana. Exhale, bring your palms by your side. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel your breath, feel your heart. Allow your emotions to flow out of you. Be gentle to yourself. Bat your eyes open. Tap your weight into your left foot. We're going to slowly lift our toes off of the ground. Maybe if you're feeling unbalanced today, you keep your right foot on the mat. Or you can place your right foot on the inner left calf, or maybe on the inner left quad for Vrikshasana, tree pose. Let's lift our arms to our heart center or to cactus arms, whatever feels comfortable for you. If you want an even harder challenge, you can try closing your eyes. Find your balance. Inhale to bring your leg in and exhale to slowly lower your right foot to the mat. Inhale to tap your weight into your right foot, bringing your toes up onto the mat or onto the inner calf or inner thigh. Place your arms at your heart center or in cactus arms to open your heart. Maybe you close your eyes. Find your balance, your inner balance. And if balance isn't working for you today, then you can simply stand in Tadasana with your palms at your heart center. And if you're still in tree pose, you can release your foot down to the mat. Shake your legs out. We're going to come back down into a seated position the same way we got up today. So come up onto your toes for standing toe stand. And we're going to bend from the knees, keeping our heels lifted, to come into a seated toe stand. Very nice. Bring your hands to your heart center for a moment. Exhale, release your palms to the ground to help you get into a seated position with your legs out in front of you for Dandasana. Inhale to bring your right leg across your left leg with your foot dropping on the opposite side of your left knee. Bring your left leg in underneath of your right leg so that your heels are in line with your hip bones. So this is a cow pose. Your knees should be on top of each other, but this is sometimes very difficult, so it's okay if you have a lot of space between your knees. This is something that we can work towards. So maybe you sit with your back straight and hold your toes, or if you're feeling the space, you can try a bind by reaching your left arm behind your back, lifting your right arm up to the sky to bend at your elbow to grab your left arm. Maybe you use a towel if there's some space between your hands. This is a big heart opener here, so allow whatever to come through. Inhale, exhale to release your arms to the left side of your body. So we're going through a little bit of a transition here. So press your palms into the earth to rotate your right foot so that it is on the ground. We're going to twist up using the support of our feet into a forward wide-legged stretch. Wow. Great work, everyone. So your toes should be pointing forward, not out. Place your hands on your hip points. Your back is flat here for now. Inhale and exhale to maybe forward fold a little bit, hinging from your hips. You can place your hands on the ground in front of you. Maybe you grab your big toes, and maybe, if it's available, you can place your head on your mat. Maybe not. Do whatever works for you. Try to reach your head down to the ground. Inhale to walk your hands to your left foot. We're going to rotate, pivot on our left heel to come into a kind of runner's lunge, but we're going to keep that movement going to drop our right knee down and send our hips to the ground to sit in the opposite side of Gomukasan. If you didn't get that, that's okay. We're just sitting with our right leg underneath of our left leg. Our heels are in line with our hips, and both of our sits bones are equally on the mat. Sit up straight. Maybe you hold your toes, or maybe you take the bind. So this time, stretch your right arm out to your side with your thumb facing down. Bend from your elbow to wrap your right arm behind your back. Inhale to lift your left arm up to the sky and bend from your elbow to try and reach to grab your right hand. If that's not available for you, you can use a towel to lessen the space between your hands. And just notice the difference between each side. And inhale, take one more inhale, and exhale. Release your palms. Release your legs out in front of you. Shake your legs out. Take a deep breath. We're going to make our way to our belly, so you can curl your feet underneath of you to tabletop, and then coming down onto your belly. So we're going to drop our elbows exactly under our shoulders for a Sphinx pose. Your legs are hip width apart or maybe a little bit wider. Press away from the earth with your elbows to create space in your back. Your hands are gripping down onto the mat as well. This is called Sphinx pose. You can keep your neck straight by looking directly forward. Breathe into this back bend. Inhale and exhale to release down. You can place your palms beside you, palms facing down. Rest on your left cheek. Inhale to bring your head back to neutral. Bend your knees so that your feet are coming towards your back. Inhale to grab your right ankle, and exhale to grab your left ankle. So we're going into a reverse boat pose. If you have any issues with your lower back, I would suggest staying in Sphinx pose. But if you want to try boat, you can also do that. So we're going to inhale to squeeze our hands into our feet to lift our legs off of the ground. Try to keep your knees close together, not all the way together, but as if you have maybe like a block between your legs that you're trying to hold. And you're just using your legs to lift and pressing your feet into your hands. And then maybe you continue to lift your shoulders higher and higher to create a boat. Maybe you create a rocking motion with your body, or maybe you stay still. Inhale and exhale to release everything down. You can drop your palms to face the earth. Drop your chin, your right cheek down to the mat. Inhale and exhale. We'll take child's pose. So press up and back to gently come into traditional child's pose with your legs and knees together. Forehead is on the earth. Arms can be behind you, with your shoulders and everything sinking down into the mat, palms facing up. Very nice. Take a few breaths here. Allow your heart rate to slow down for the end of your practice. And we'll just make our way onto our back. So you can maybe come forward into tabletop and just drop down onto your belly, onto your back for Shavasana. So we'll take one more deep stretch of the body, lifting your arms above your head, straight back to reaching your legs forward as if somebody's pulling you apart. Stretch, clench everything, and exhale to release everything down. Your heels can be as wide as your yoga mat, palms facing up to the sky. Snuggle your shoulders under. Close your eyes. Allow your body to reset. Come back to normal breathing. Let your heart rate slow down. Relax everything. Release any last tension you might feel in your heart. And you can slowly start to wake your body back up again by wiggling your toes and your fingers. Roll on to one side, curl up into a little ball, and use your arms to press you back up into your comfortable seated position. Bring your hands to your heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Remember to take care of your heart and allow yourself to feel whatever you need to feel to get through your days. And don't forget to be kind to yourself. Slowly bat your eyes open. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope that your heart feels open and released of any tension, and I will see you again soon.